What's happening, everybody? I am the Reverend Raff, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
We are the two dudes who talk music, and we are back with you today for another reaction video. Before we get into that, though, we do drop 6 videos every week. We got reactions Monday and Friday. We have Rockin' Around the World on Wednesdays. We have our podcast coming out on Thursdays. And we have extra videos on the weekends with our podcast guests as well. So if you enjoy your time with us today, please consider hitting that subscribe button. You get plenty of videos from us. We try to avoid a lot of clickbaity stuff. We just like having a community of people that love music and that want to check out new and interesting music and talk all about it, because that's what we do. That's what we love. So there you go. Now, we are just going to be getting into this one here today, though. We have a song from an act called Nova Twins. The track's called Monsters. I am not familiar here at all. I just kind of
feel like I've heard the name before.
I was like, this looks like it could be something interesting, so I'll put it on the list to check out. And by the way, those of you who have sent your film clips over or whatever for us to react to, thank you very, very much. We are getting to them. We just got to balance it out with new stuff that's coming out and other things that we want to do. We can't just do all the submissions all the time. So, but we do have them. So thank you very much. Keep sending them. If you want to submit a song for our reactions, you can send that to twodudestalkmusic@gmail.com. That's 2 spelt out, TWO, not the number. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to get into this one right here. This is Nova Twins with Monsters.
Let's check it
I'm not afraid of monsters, but I'm afraid of myself. Promise me heaven, but this feels like hell. I can't get sleep, so I just tell myself to get to heaven, so I stay in hell. I can't find peace, sometimes I hate this road.
Oh, that bass sound, man.
Sometimes I find it hard to recognize myself. Like I'm the lady in the spaceship crash burning. I'm not afraid of monsters, but I'm afraid of myself. Looking in illusion, crying for help. I'm not afraid of monsters, but I'm afraid of myself. Looking in the mirror, I tell myself monsters.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's pause for a second there, because not what I expected from the off. Not what I expected. I will say. I will say that.
There's a good mix in here. There's a bit of pop. There's a bit of rock. Then it got into a bit of metal. Then it got
electronic elements in there.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that pedal board for both of them.
Yeah. Although I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen them live, so I don't know if they actually use all that stuff live. But it'd be interesting to see if they did. If you have seen them live, let us know down in the comments if that's all kind of the setup that they use. I feel like if I had a setup like that, I'd be pedal dancing constantly. But I'm sure they've got setups to negate the need to do that. I mean, at that point, just get like a quad Cortex or like a Kemper or something, right?
That's it. Or maybe they're just purists.
But no, I dig the like you said, that bass tone, that bass sound that we had there was very. I think it maybe had like an envelope filter on there, and a couple of other things just to really get that kind of very interesting sound. But it is absolutely something that's achievable with the right effects.
Yeah, with that amount of pedal, it's got to be there somewhere.
The film clip, they're sort of just performing in a big blank space. Yeah, is an interesting choice for a genre like this. It kind of, you have to have a very dynamic video production and dynamic performance within that to make that work, which they're obviously doing there. So.
Oh yeah, I like the costume changes and all the cool little pull-up shots and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where this goes.
I'm digging it.
Where this goes. A bit of fun, bit of kind of upbeat, energy stuff. I'm digging it. Let's just go back just a little bit so we get that transition.
A bass. change. That was a cool shot.
You know what it's giving me? Did you ever see? I can't remember who did it, but there was a video doing the rounds a while back, and they were doing. It was essentially a live band playing dubstep. So they've had they were using this. So, for example, for the bass wubs, they had it was a control unit where certain variables for these specific pedals were controlled via a ring. So the bass player wore the ring on their hand and they'd hit the notes, and then to get the wubs they'd move it up and down, and an accelerometer in the ring detected the movement of the ring and transmitted that. So you would you get the wubs by him kind of moving his hand up and down for the wubs, right? And they were using very affected guitars and basses and everything there to do that, but they were playing doing Skrillex covers or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but it was,
nice.
I'm getting a similar energy from this, in terms of the effects, affecting on the instruments and stuff. That's the sense I'm getting. I feel like it's very, that what we're hearing is, it to me feels like captured of the performance of, the bass in the guitars and that, with all of the effects on it, layered with some pretty solid backing tracks there as well, and some synths behind it to beef it out. That's just, I could be wrong. That's just what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling from that sort of initial thing there.
The song's gonna be stuck in my head all week though.
Yes, very. It is, that melody.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's already stuck.
Drilled in here.
Not afraid of monsters, yeah.
I'm afraid of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a new word and a half. That's gonna be impossible to get out of my head there. Yeah, let's see. Do they give us, where do they go from here?
I really hope for a big beefy breakdown.
Yeah, maybe. We will see. Practically a breakdown, right?
It is. Okay. That was pretty fucking cool. I'll be checking more out. I'll be checking a lot more out. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the pop-up there. I think they got a bit of a collab with Denzel Curry somewhere, so I might have to make a point of checking that one out.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
it was fucking great. That
was good.
A lot of cool sounds going on in there, and that's it. And if we ever got the chance to speak to these lovely people, it would be fantastic just to sort of pick their brain and find out what goes into the recording process and how
the gear wise as well.
Yeah. I especially want to know if they run it all analog and it's just trial and error through pedals, or so many questions.
Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating. It's that's some nice high energy. That's the kind of music that's gonna potentially get people and especially, you know, put shit in a box and cliche shit here, but that's the sort of music that is going to get, you know, young girls, young women potentially interested in playing music.
Mhm.
It's the kind of thing that's going to grab their attention. They're going to see that. They're going to feel that, okay, that's giving off a vibe and an energy that I like and I really can relate to. They're going to see that. They're going to see the excitement and the passion and the love that's gone into creating something like that. And they're going to go, oh, hey, maybe I can do that too, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And that is, I mean, that's great, you know. I love that. I love, you know, anything that it can inspire someone else to make music and go on that journey is amazing. I love that. I definitely am going to have to check out more from Nova Twins. I can feel like there's going to be, I feel
Some
like
of
they're
the-
either going to be end up in really regular rotation for me, or there's just gonna, like with lots of songs, or there's just going to be one song that ends up kind of on the list and the rest get. I think it's going to be one or the other for me there, like because it's a bit outside what I normally seek out.
Yeah, of course.
You
Of
know,
course.
but that's part of why we do what we do, and it's part of why we take chances on certain things because that's how you find new cool shit.
Exactly.
And regardless of if it's necessarily going to be in our fucking regular rotation or not, I guarantee there's going to be some people out there that are going to have a lot of fun with that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's awesome.
And it's got me enough to go and listen to more, to go try and
Yeah.
get it into my regular rotation.
And you know what? I bet I would put money down that their live shows are so much fucking fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is one. It'd be like, okay, they may not go on the regular, but if I get an opportunity to see them, I'm probably going to go just for the experience.
Yeah, yeah. I bet their live shows are absolutely banging. So look, let us know. Are you familiar with Nova Twins? Have you seen them live? Have you, are you going to see them live? Because I saw they got a bunch of tour dates in the description to this video. So maybe go and check it out if they're in your area and they're coming around. But yeah, if you're familiar with these guys, let us know. Let us know what the deal is. We love hearing from that. And
Any recommendations on songs that we should listen to?
Definitely. Other recommendations for other songs, for sure. But anyway, look, thank you so much for watching this far. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on this one down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video today, please consider giving it a thumbs up and a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. Remember, my name is Raff. This is the Beer Buddy Kyle. That was Nova Twins with Monsters. Stay cool and look after each other. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.